All right, so Leanne and I are heading back to Pulaski. Let me see if I can get us in here. And my niece sent a notice yesterday about a estate sale that had material, or a sewing room, or sewer's paradise, I think is what they called it.
And boy, was it one.
I think we've got enough material now to last us to the day we die. And that is like not an exaggeration by any stretch, but I'm pretty pleased with what we got.
I'm very pleased. We got stuff, even already started projects that already have squares cut, and some that squares are sewn, and one old top that's made.
I know. I think that's kind of cool.
I do too.
I was noticing one thing on some of the pieces that were already put together. Hang on a minute. Let me pay attention. Pulling out here on Minor Hill Highway and not go get to speeding, because now they've got a police officer here, so we sure don't want a ticket. We might need to buy more material somewhere. I noticed that some of those seams weren't perfect.
Right.
So here we are, like stressing out over what we do when we quilt, and you know what? Theirs was nice.
And she was definitely a professional. She had 20 sewing machines.
Golly, I bet you know somebody went home with a good one.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because if all that was left were those old ones, and that one that come out of there that they moved, while we were there, those men were struggling to get that thing out of that building.
Oh, I'm telling you. They all were in their original cabinets and set up for sewing.
Yeah, it was crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I spent $82 and you spent
$55.
All right, and
the back seat is full.
We've got stuff. Well, let's just say I bought us 4 seam rippers because I about wore mine out.
And I bought 2 round quilting hoops.
Like we're gonna hand quilt, and you know what? We might do that one time.
Well, we might hand quilt one of these things we've bought that's half made.
Well, dang! What I was just thinking, we should have probably got that that backing for the, that was more of like a fire station type logo, wasn't it?
Right.
Like, not like the fire and rescue, like our rescue squads. I was just thinking they're going to get the WKSR radio auction.
Oh my.
Maybe you and I could.
We might ought to go back.
We could do a quilt and
donate it.
And it not be like shameful or anything.
We might need to turn around tonight.
Well, but that's more like for a fire department. I don't think it had like a rescue squad
thing. We should have looked at it.
Well, we might still come. You know how to get in touch with her.
One of the people that did our 50th reunion would surely know.
Yeah, I would think so. It was just a thought. But there were a lot of pieces for already pieced together for like a Dresden plate pattern, and I bought a little tote of those, and I don't know how many pieces there were, because there were a bunch in that bag, and then there was a bunch of loose. So what I'll probably do is I might press a bunch of that stuff out just to see what we have as we kind of go through everything. And I think that, that's one thing we wanted to do. But you know what? Is that just like what your great-grandmother made? A Dresden plate? Or was it different?
Broken dishes, I think.
Oh, okay.
It looked like that, similar to that. I don't know if it's the same or not. They might be. We'll have to look at it.
Well, I bet we have no internet out here, though.
No, not yet.
Okay, broken dishes. That's different than the Dresden is like the pieces that go from the center out, and it has like a circle in the middle. Is that what it is?
I think. I'm not positive. But they're both similar.
Okay. And then I think we decided that there was more than one size in the little bucket or whatever.
Right.
But I'm telling you, she was selling this stuff for $1 a yard, and I think we did better spending a little bit more. And really, it wasn't much more than what we spent on that other haul. And I think we got better material.
Much better.
Prettier patterns.
Prettier, in better condition. It was well kept. I mean, this lady sewed all the time
Yeah.
and sewed for a living, I'm sure.
No stretchy black lace though.
They had lots of lace on the boat, actually, if we
Yeah.
had needed it or had a project for it.
But I cannot believe, I mean, there were zippers, stuff for tatting, embroidering, knitting. She must have,
Crochet. She had crochet thread. She had everything.
well, and there were some totes that had like Afghans already
Right.
kind of started.
I bought lots of yarn for my mother-in-law to keep her crocheting.
Yeah. Do we need to visit her? Drop it off.
She's got enough for right now. But that'll come in handy this next week. We have to take her some every few days.
Well, but I'm just tickled Tristan saw that because I would have not seen it.
I wouldn't have seen it. I would never have noticed it. And it is a huge sale. I could not believe it.
I can't believe how much stuff she had in there and the variety of it. That's what blew my mind.
It was everything from Christmas stuff to children's to John Deere. Anything you can think of was in there just about.
And we got enough stuff now, I think, to make pretty flag quilts of some sort.
Oh, definitely.
That's what I was thrilled. I mean, we have a bunch of solids, blues and reds, but we didn't have a good variety of like pretty patterns to use. So, all right, let me think about this. So when they do those flag quilts, do they like actually cut out the stars and applicate them to the blue?
No, most of them have some kind of design. Like, the one we saw at that store in Fayetteville, the blue was like blue and white squares, not really stars. Although we could cut out stars and sew on it. Maybe sew on top, like, and let it rag out or something.
You know what? I just had a brain freeze. We talked about doing just like a blue, white, or red, white, and blue quilt. Not necessarily a flag, but something more patriotic.
Right.
That's what we were talking about
just
doing.
Some star patterns.
Yep, that's right.
And some.
What was it? Not log cabin. There was one that we both really liked. We saw a bunch that we really liked.
We've saved so many of them. It's going to be hard to decide what to make. We'll make two different ones.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I loved the most was finding some pieces already put together that we can look at like life size and figure out how to make a quilt or make those pieces.
Since we're beginners, it'll be very helpful to see how this lady put those together. We got several different patterns for squares that we can understand. They're already put together where we can touch it, feel it, take it apart if we want to, or whatever. And
you got that triangle pattern. And didn't she have, I don't know if I got any of those triangle pieces or not. We should have got one of those that was put together so we would know, like.
We should have. And I got a hexagon thing that cuts hexagons. Helps you.
Oh, bless their hearts.
Oh, me.
These people are on the side of the road with a flat tire.
In a dangerous spot.
Yep. And it's sprinkling. Well, I think the plan when we get back to my house is, first of all, to unload all of our bounty, kind of go through it. I told Leanne and the lady who was out there that I had, 2 more of those zipper bags that we've been putting our material in. And I guess they just needed more material.
They definitely do. How we're going to find all this stuff and figure it out. We will.
Yeah.
Well, maybe what we don't use we can sell.
Hang on.